Let's talk about child abuse. In Nigeria, certain laws have been put in place to cater for the needs of the children to ensure that they are not abused. But every now and then we hear of stories of how children have been molested, sexually abused, and so on. Now, this usually takes place because of a lot of factors: poverty, education, and the parents, the attitude of the parents, and so on. Now, as parents, you have a role to play in the life of your child. If your child has been abused, you have a duty to inform the police or any agency in your community or in your state that deals with child abuse. Or you can report these cases the to their various NGOs that would gladly take up cases of child abuse. But in various communities, parents see it as a bad stigma on them if they report a case of child abuse. They believe that people will start seeing them as parents of a child who has been molested or abused. Now, you do not know the consequences of that act on your child. It can affect your child mentally, physically, and emotionally. It can affect your child if your child is in school. It can affect your child when it comes to learning. So, to help the child, you need to report these cases. If the laws are there and then the people that these laws were made to protect are not coming out to report cases of abuse, then who do you have to blame if it is not being enforced? So you need to come out and report these cases so that something can be done about it, so that the victims can be cared for, and then the person who carried out that act can be duly punished for his actions. Now, most people do not know that the person who commits the crime can be punished. They believe that the person will be let to allowed to go free. That is not the case. If a child is raped, that person who raped the child will definitely pay for it. So, as parents, make sure that while your child is in school, you create a bond with your child. Have a relationship with your child so that your child can open up to you about the things that are happening in his or her life. There are some parents that will not believe the child when the child reports such cases to them. That should not be the case with you. As a parent, you should always believe your child, because a child would not just come out and cook up stories of how he was raped or sexually abused in school by teachers or friends or even a stranger. So let us make sure and ensure that our children are not abused. So let the parents and the family be vigilant. Thank you so much for watching. This is Law and Other TV. I am Anima.